Personal log, day 24. Today was surprisingly effective, I think, actually. One of the first things I should note, the thing I've been working for the past while, is I finally got enough diamonds to make the colossal chest walls over here. Awesome, I'm actually really happy about that. That's taken me so long, I've gone through so much wood, leaves, saplings. I even dipped into my food pile to get that done too, so it's a little bit smaller. Obviously not tiny, but a little bit smaller. But finally, after all of that, I finally have the diamonds I need to move on. The next problem is I noticed that I'm going to need a lot of obsidian to move on now as well. So, we're not quite through. We're good progress. Over here you can see that the obsidian colossal chest is the last thing we have here. But I'm going to have to get a lot of lava to get that done, which I will, which I have a lot of gunpowder, so I'll make good progress on that one. But that one's also just going to take some time. But that is one of the first things I did. Well, that's actually one of the last things I did. I did a couple of other things too. Of things to note, over here you might be able to see that all of my tools look a little bit different this time. That's because I upgraded them, mainly so that all of them work a little bit better. I realized I had the maniolan, which is actually a really good material for making tools, and ardite and cobalt as well. So I figured I might as well use those in improving my tools. So I did. I'm not 100% sure what is the most effective way to put these tools together, but from what I saw, these have good durability on them, so I'm gonna keep them for now, if nothing else. So that was fun. These do a lot of damage now, or 10 damage on that one, 11 damage on the arrow. Well, I'm happy that those came out as well as they did. Another thing it's really hard to see that I did is I actually replaced the iron cores of these ones, both the combustion heater and the heat provider. I replaced the iron version of those with a steel version. I had to combine iron and coal to create steel, and I had to combine 2 coal and 1 iron to create 1 steel. So using this setup I was able to get all of that done, and I got these upgraded. Surprisingly enough, the combustion heater actually used a couple of other things in it too. Things like cold iron, glowstone, and lapis lazuli, but I've already had those and you've already seen me make those before, so that wasn't necessarily anything big. So that was good. And then as a final note is I started moving on to the next set of crops. These ones aren't quite perfect yet, some of them are doing well. I got the rye up to its perfect status. The beans are pretty close as well. I'm making progress on these, but they're not quite there yet. But I figured it'd be a better idea just to start jumping into the other crops as well while I was at it. So I did. So you can see over here that I now have corn, I have rice, and I have coffee as well. And something you might be able to see over here is a slightly different setup. I have mystical white seeds. Last thing I should point out as well that I did, you can see it down here over in the quest books. I have actual additions put in. What I had to do is I had to make 64 colossal chest walls. I think you've seen the process behind doing that one before. It took a lot of gold, so I had to actually start, honestly, I only ran 1 more gold dust. This system is really efficient, and I have extra gold as it is. But I ran 1 more gold, I got a lot of gold from that, and I put it together to create the colossal gold chest. And that one I turned in, so that now I have access to actually addition things. So I can actually start working on that one too if I want to as well, which I might, because the agriculture basically just takes a lot of farming, so I might want to move on to other things when I can. So that's my goal. Well, that should probably do it for this recap. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable or entertaining. If you have any questions, let me know and I can try to answer those. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Until then, goodbye.